Hello, Hivers. Welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where a creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be working with a brand new bundle, the Hooray For Surprises Bundle. It's a stamp set, a photopolymer stamp set of 16 stamps, along with a set of dies. And there are 12 dies in here. This is a very special set. It's an interactive die set. We're also going to be using the Good Feeling stamp set, along with the Gold Celebration Specialty Designer Series paper and the Lighter Than Air Designer Series paper. These three items are in the new mini catalog, and these two are in the annual catalog, okay? So we're going to get started on our project, but of course, before we do that, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. So we're going to start with our paper pumpkin kit. If you can see, this one has been crossed out because it's no longer available. That's the January kit. We are now on to the February kit, the sweetest springtime paper pumpkin kit that makes 9 projects and comes with an early espresso stamping spot. It coordinates with this, die set that's an add-on. That number to order is 164396, and it's $12 for the 4 dies. Okay, again, it's going to coordinate with all 3 of these paper pumpkin kits, January, February, and March. So this kit comes in a specialty box for the season. Okay, there is a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin. Next up, we have my mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate boxes from the USPS that I have stuffed with about plus or minus $200 worth of product. It's all retired Stampin' Up! Products. Some is new, some is used, okay? I'm only asking $25 for each box. Shipping is included in that price, and I can only ship in the United States. If you're interested, please email me at stampwithshana@gmail.com or go ahead and send your payment through PayPal to that email address. Next up, we have our January host code. This is the code I would like for you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 or more, don't use this host code because you'll qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free product from Stampin' Up! And it is celebration time, so whenever you spend $50 or more, you do get a free gift that you can choose from out of the celebration brochure. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started because we have a lot to do. We are going to be making a fun secret message shaker. So I'm starting off with a card base of thick basic white, and it is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I'm just going to line this up and burnish down my score line. Okay, so we have that done. And then we are going to take a piece of designer series paper. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And we're going to glue it onto our card base. I don't usually do this, but I am making a card where the designer series paper takes up the entire front of the card. So, and I think my paper might be a little bigger than this. So I'm just putting a bunch of glue on the front. We're going to line this up. Make sure we get it on the front of the card base. I'm trying to make sure it's even all around. I don't want to have it going off the edges there, okay? So we have that done. Next, we're going to take, I know you can see the stuff over here. We're going to have a piece of designer series paper. This one is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and we are going to adhere it to some berry burst that is 3 3/4 by 5, okay? Whew, I hate to cover up these stripes. You guys know I love me a good stripe, especially when it's multicolored. So let's go ahead and adhere this down. Ooh. This is my first time attempting to make this card. I did not practice. Maybe I should have. Okay, so now we have a sheet of basic white. This is 3.5 by 4 3/4. That is for our inside. And we are going to stamp on this. And we're going to stamp a sentiment that says, hope your birthday is wonderful. I was about to say worth having, but every birthday is worth having, isn't it? I don't know where that was coming from. See if I can get this on here straight. Right here at the top. This is Berry Burst ink. So we have that done. Is that all that was going in the inside? I do believe so. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and glue on some designer series paper to decorate the inside of our card. And those pieces are 3/4 inch. And we're going to cut it down to 3.5. And then we have one that is 1/8 inch. We're going to cut that down to 3.5. Okay. So let's go ahead and line this up on here. Our 3/4 inch piece. I thought I put enough to get that next piece on there. Our 1/8 inch piece. Just some coordinating paper from the front of the card from when I was cutting it down. We had these little pieces left, so I want to use them. Okay, we have that. Where are my scissors? Go ahead and trim that up. And we're going to glue this onto some Berry Burst that is 3 3/4 by 5. So if you're going to make this card like I'm making it, you're going to need 2 pieces of 3 3/4 by 5 cardstock. One for the front and one for the inside. So this is our inside here. And we can go ahead and put that in our card. This looks cute already. Okay, and I probably should not have glued this together. I need to stamp on this. We're going to use the Berry Burst and we're going to stamp Make a Wish. Wish me luck, because I should have stamped this before adhering it down. Oh my goodness, please let this come out okay. There we go. And now we're going to glue this on to the base of our card. I was thinking about putting some ribbon on here. Let me see if I have some ribbon. I have some Azure Afternoon. That might look cute. I can put that Azure on there. What do you guys think? Let me see. No, I'm not going to put any ribbon because I didn't plan for it. So we're going to just put this in the center of our card here. Ooh, I pulled it down. Is that straight? Sort of, kind of. Okay. All right. So we have that part done. Now let's do some more stamping. I have some basic white. I'm sorry. And my grid paper. This basic white is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. So I am going to stamp in Berry Burst right in the middle of this piece of cardstock. I want to try to get it straight. Right in the middle. Okay. And I'm going to clean my stamp off using my Simply Chamois. Get some of the excess ink off of my grid paper first. Get that all nice and clean. We're going to leave that there because we're going to be using it. So I have some Lemon Lolly. And I'm going to take this Hooray. And I'm just going to stamp it all around. Oi, I got a halo. Then we're going to take some Pool Party. Clean off our stamp. We're going to do the same thing. Just like that. And I think I want to do one more color. I'm not liking this too much. But it's I wanted it to be fuller. This is a Fresh Freesia. And we are going to... Ay, now I have to start over. Ay, ay, ay. That was a big halo. I might have to trim this stamp down. Okay, let's do that again with the Berry Burst. Now the stamp set has a Hooray, Can't Wait to See You, but I didn't want to ink up just the top part, so I'm just using the Hooray from the Good Feelings, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay. That was nerve-wracking. So that is done. So let's clean that up. I think we're done with this. So we're going to set this to the side. Move that out of the way. Now we're going to stamp on some scrap paper. We're going to stamp Fresh Freesia with our cake image. There's something on my stamp. Okay. My ink pad seems very juicy. It's making bubbles. So we're going to stamp that right there with Fresh Freesia. Then we're going to go to Pool Party. And we're going to stamp the candle right on top of our cake. Oh, it's kind of cricket. Let's see if we could do that again. I can use that one. I'm punching this out with the 2-inch circle punch. Oh, goodness gracious. I was afraid. I was afraid. Now I'm thinking I want to add something on here. But that's it. We're going to stop right there. And then I've gone ahead and die cut using the one of the dies from the Hooray for Surprises dies. This is going to be our little mechanism to open up our secret message. So when you die cut it, this is scrap. It doesn't go all the way through. It has little pieces that's perforated that are still connected to the paper. So what I'm going to do, you just peel this up and you'll see the surprise. Like if that was in there, you would see that, open this up and see the little birthday cake in there. Okay, but I am not using that for this. The reason I cut this out, for one, is to show you how it works, because once I put the card together, we can't open it up or I won't be able to gift the card to anyone. But I'm taking the Berry Burst and there's a tiny little stamp in here that says pull. And I'm going to stamp that onto this little piece right here. So excuse me, because I have to get really close to this. Okay, because I want it at the very edge. We are going to be cutting that off, and I'll show you why in a moment. Let me see. We're going to add it. Let me see if I can go ahead and do it now. Okay, we're going to just add this to the side of our circle. So don't let me lose it now. Okay, so now the last couple of pieces, we have a, what is this one? This is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece of designer series paper that I have adhered to a piece of basic white that's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I did it like that because if I cut the designer series paper with this, it is very thin, the designer series paper. So it would almost come loose on its own. So I backed it with some basic white to make sure that it stays together. So let me get the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, my baby boss. And we're going to go ahead and run this through our machine. Let's see. I want those down. And I want my pull to be kind of that way. So we're trying to get that centered. And then we're just going to run this through. Okay, so here we have this die cut out. Now we don't want to pull it out because we need it to stay there. Okay, but this is what I was talking about. I'm going to glue this right on here like so that you can see that. And this is going to be put on there like that, okay? So let's go ahead and put some glue right here. And we're going to glue our little pull tab, because I didn't want to stamp over this designer series paper because it's kind of busy and you might not have been able to see the pull. So we're just going to put that on there so that they can see the word pull. And then we're going to glue this right here. Now I'm thinking I want my cake to be berry burst. Do I have more? Don't. I'm going to cut this part out so that you don't have to watch me stamp it. Well, I'll speed it up, or I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so I went ahead and restamped my cake in the berry burst, because the other one just had too much fresh freesia going on with the fresh freesia designer series paper. So we're going to glue this down right here. I'm gonna pull it to me so I can see. Make sure I'm getting it in the center. Okay. Then we're going to flip this over, and I'm going to add some tearing tape around the edges. Ooh. And we're gonna, ooh, no, don't stick. We're gonna put our window sheet on. Just like that. So it's not sticking, so you can still peel it up. Okay, so remember, we're making a shaker. So now I'm going to get some adhesive foam strips. We're going to place this around the edge of our cardstock here. Okay, so we have the beginnings of our shaker, and I am going to fill this shaker with some of the iridescent shaker circles. I think this is my first time using these. I have a little spoon here I got from one of the ice cream shops. And I'm gonna put it in here. We can do quite a bit. Okay, so now we're gonna carefully peel off the backing of our foam strips here. And I say carefully because you don't want to accidentally make it pop up and all your little bits go flying. So we want to be careful. And okay, so this is where my little tab is. So that means this is the top. So we want our hooray that's in the middle here. We want that to be facing the top, so it will read correctly. And we're just going to place this right over those foam strips. And there we have it. Nothing's falling out, so that's a good thing. Okay, so now we are going to adhere this onto a piece of Berry Burst that is 3 3/8 by 3 3/8, and we're going to use some liquid glue to do that. I'm being generous with the glue because I want it to give me some wiggle room, so I can make sure I have this on here evenly. Okay, so we have that on there like that. Oh, and then we're going to take this and glue it flat to our card base. I probably should put more. We want this to be adhered really good because they're going to be tugging on this portion. So we're going to put this down on here. I hope that didn't just come out the inside of this shaker. Okay, that looks pretty even to me. And then, the last thing we have to do is decorate with some bling. And this is the Rainbow Adhesive-Back dots. It comes in the suite with this light as air designer series paper. Okay. Oh, it's stuck. I can't pull it out. So what colors do we want to use? Do we want to bring out some of this yellow or the blue? What do we want to do? Let's use some Pool Party and some yellow, because why not? And then we can do a little fresh freesia right here. And then I wanted 2 more. Let's do, let's do this, what is this, petal pink? Right here, and another pool party. That's not pool party, is it? No, that's Lost Lagoon. Let's do a small pool party right there. Okay, and that, my friends, is our card done. Ooh, I should have picked that up and looked at it because that's crooked. Okay, let's show the inside again. Again, this is the mechanism where they would pull it up. And then you'll see all the little shaker bits in the Hooray on the inside. But we can't do it now or to ruin the surprise, right? Okay, I hope you guys like this. I know it took me a while to get myself together, but we got there. Oh, you know what I want to do? Before we go, let's add some Wink of Stella. Yes, I haven't used Wink of Stella in a good little while. I want to add some Wink of Stella onto this flame here. And then some on the cake. And the stand for the cake. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, now we're done. Wink of Stella made it back. I hope you can see how shiny that is. That is so pretty. Okay, you guys, I think I changed my mind. Let's go ahead and open this up because I want to see if I did it right. And how can I tell if I did it right and make more if I don't know? Oh, I see. Maybe we don't need to open it all the way. Hey, look. Can you see it? All of our little shaker bits. And you can see the Hooray. All the Hoorays in there. Can you see that? Okay, I'm not going to pull it all the way off. Maybe I can salvage it. So I can still send it and they'll pull it. Yeah, see? It still looks, it's still attached. There we go. There you go. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later.